All right, so let's stream some Marvel Future Fight. It's a little after reset, about an hour after. I really need to start getting better at streaming right at reset, but you know, life happens. You get busy, you get distracted. But I'm here now, so let's go ahead and enjoy some Marvel Future Fight together as I do my dailies and do my logins and whatnot. I actually didn't get to do everything this morning that I actually wanted to do. I stayed up way too late having a discussion slash argument, more of a friendly debate with my brother about stuff. We have some pretty interesting conversations, but I was up till 1 in the morning. And then I didn't feel good. I threw my back out, waking up super late, man. Wah. So, yeah, I had a very late start to my day, and thus it affected my stream start time. But I'm here now. I'm here now, and I'm knocking it out. All right. Check in. So we got all of our little card token dealios for the Crystal Exchange ticket. You know, I don't even know how we use the Crystal Exchange ticket. Is that for later? Probably should check the forums. That would probably make the most sense. Hello, Svak. Sorry you're late, dude. I just started. But you're probably trolling again. So where do I exchange these at? Acquire 11th anniversary event. Where's that actually used? No. Is it in the store? I'm okay. How about you? How's life treating you? That's the joke. It's dumb, but hey, gets the conversation going. Yeah, I thought you might be joking. I can never tell. Hey, Benchmaster. Man, it's been a while. I don't think it's live yet. Where you redeem. Farewell. Farewell. Fair enough. Words are hard. Hello, by the way. Yes, hello. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Interesting expiration since the last time you've seen one of my lives. I'm finally dual broadcasting, which is kind of fun. But yeah, we're changing things up. Been doing more account reviews, passing out crystal coupons. You always work Saturdays? Fair enough. Well, I appreciate you whenever you do have the chance to stop by. Civex says, Blaze, you got any leftover coupons? I don't think so. I will double check though. I think I passed out my last coupon in my last stream, but I'll double check real quick. Where are we at? Crystals. Here's crystals, and it is blank. Yeah, we are out of crystals for the month. I do get more crystals every month, so. I was on a gig playing. Couldn't watch. I'm sorry. They go quick. Benchmaster says, I see you go live and say, damn it, missed a bother. Of course, my friend. How's the wife and Zoo? Good. Really good. Wife is doing pretty well. Zoo's doing pretty good. Always being a pain in the butt, all of them. Birds screaming all the time. Luckily, they're still napping right now. I'll uncover them later. How about you? How's your family doing? Let me get to my alliance first, see if there's anything to collect. I don't think I have boost points I can collect yet, but I want to burn the stuff first. Kids are good? Awesome. Must be getting huge. Kids are like weeds. They just shoot up so fast. It's absolutely insane. Wife's been in the hospital almost. Oof. Hopefully nothing had back surgery. Okay. I hope the surgery went well and she makes full recovery. Alright, let's use max boost points for the first run here. They added a max settings to the game, so we'll see if this is a little bit smoother now that I have the graphics as low as possible and the performance at max. Surgery's no fun, that's for sure. How's the stream look for you, Benchmark? Benchmaster. You're a benchmark today. Is it stable? Is it secret? Is it safe? Cool. It says unstable, and I don't think it is unstable. Because I have fast enough internet, so it should both be stable. And I'm getting 60 frames per second on both platforms, so I just want to double check. Ooh, still a little bit laggy. I found out I was playing Loki New Avengers wrong. And I got a little bit of help from my alliance, since I no longer speak to my #1 advice giver, who, honestly, that individual made me a better player. It's a shame. But since I no longer speak with him, apparently, I have no support in increasing my ABX scores, so I've been reaching out to my alliance, and they were helping me out. I was using Storm yesterday for open day. Did about 18.9 million. And they're like, Loki is a better choice. You should use, you know, Doctor Strange and Yondu. And I was able to do 21 mil. 35421. Very, very, very close to what they do. They actually have me doing a 354-1 and then 2-1. And me trying to slip the 6 in is a pain in the butt. But what I was doing is I was doing a 354-1-2 and then letting 2 play out and then trying to slip in another 1. But I was canceling 1 too quick and letting 1 play out a little bit more. I started doing a little bit more damage. And I don't know. I'm going to have to do some comparisons. I can't do strange spacesuits spam. I can't either. What I mean by Doctor Strange is yesterday using Doctor Strange's leadership with Loki and using Yondu as the support. So Doctor Strange's leadership, and he also comes in as a striker and uses his 4th skill. You can max with Loki? Damn. I need to watch you play sometime if you're up for it. I really need someone to watch and tweak me live. That's what I miss. That's the thing I miss the most, but I will not be spoken to so disrespectfully. You're playing Ultimate Spider-Man, Savak? 2005 on your phone? Is it running smooth? Oh, it is smooth. Cool. I didn't know they had a PS2 one for phones. Interesting. Well, let's see what we can do here. My cards are doing pretty good. I'm trying to re-roll some options on my Fantastic Four card before I equip it. One of the stars, it's a blue star, has a resist instead of dodge, and I don't want to lose the dodge, so I'm tempted to just keep re-rolling it for the single star. But I want more P cards before I start re-rolling it. I might just re-roll it soon anyway and say, screw it. But we shall see. Run! No, Mayhem still speaks to me. I'll PM you later in Discord. No! Phew, that could have been really, really bad. This is not playing too bad on max performance. No! Oh! Barely got it, but I got it. Are you off today, or are you just watching during work? Oh, 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 no! I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna find out. Yes, I used Storm today. Cyclops lead, Storm, and Dazzler. Let's charge this up. Pick up the Aether. Wait till he charges at me. 3, 5 per second, 4, 6. There we go. Oh, how did he move out of that? He's standing right there. There's no way that missed him. I swear this game cheats. They got me working tonight, which I hate. How far you get? I have gotten to 30 mil. I'm gonna die here. Phew. Or not. Stage 32 and 30 million. There's actually Bob Sarge, if you know who Bob Sarge is, actually has scored 40 mil. Come on, dude. Yeah, there's still lag and delay. I don't know if I can clear this on my emulator. 32, stage 32. Oh, for 40? I don't know. He sent me a screenshot a while back. I could try to message him on Discord. I think I still have him on my friends list. We don't talk as much as we used to. My server is gone. I'm thinking of reopening it and starting from scratch, but my whole server... Oh, that might be bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still not clearing it. Yikes. My gigs are not every day, so sometimes a few days in a row, sometimes no work for months. Fair. I don't want to retry for free. What are you doing? What are you doing? Friends. 38. Bob Sarge gets to stage 38 when he scores 40 million today. I feel like I need to drop this down to the minimum, like 35. Just so I can keep pushing a little bit, but not like pushing myself too far, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it or not. I settle at 35 to 36 usually. Too much random to get better. I'm perfectly happy at 36 then. He's a nut. Yeah. Bob Sarge both has a strong account and insane ability to play. I know him and... so, you know who Neck is. He's like one of the top 25 players with Bob Sarge and AB. And I think the two of them competed once. And even Neck agrees that Bob Sarge is a better player than him. Yeah. His skills are unreal. I guess it's those young hands or something. He must be younger. Better, faster reflexes. I know Neck is getting up there in age. I'm definitely old. You do have cards and CTPs. Yeah, you're a hell of a player, too. Like, I've seen some of your scores. I can't keep up with you. I do okay. I'm improving every day. I'm trying to get better. I just need someone to help me learn how to play better. But, you know, that seems to be a rarity where people want to help other players get better. Ooh, move. Come on. Seriously, I'm stuck in a corner? Like, I don't understand that. Like, you'll get stuck in a corner and your character will just be stunned and not moving and you die because it's stupid. Like, right now, I can't even move to get that last Aether. I think if you move the analog stick, like the navigation in the bottom left corner there, if you move that, you should be able to walk out of an attack. So if you started an attack and you want to end the attack, you should be able to walk out of it. But what do I know? Hey, Raghav. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to read the chat. I've got 2 chats going on. Good to see you again. All right, let me pause for a second. So, Raghav says, hey, Blaze, remember me? I do. Spammed your chat last Saturday. Also had a fight with Solar. I do. I do remember you. Benchmaster says, I have the cards and CTPs, not the time or ability. I don't mind helping when I have time. Right now, I'm mom, dad, and full-time job. And I get that. I get that. Hit the basic attack. Usually that'll break the chain and you can move. Okay, I'll give that a shot. See if I can get that to work. Never thought about just doing a basic attack to break it. I know I'm supposed to be doing 6-4. I keep messing it up. 3 for second, 5 for second, 4, and you let 4 play out. Okay, never mind. Let's go ahead and get the Aether. I should be able to clean this up with Ghost Rider, but I don't know. We'll see. Snappity snap snap. Yeah, good to see you too, Rag. All are welcome here. Just people got to be cool. Chillax a little and all that good stuff. Well, that hit me harder than I wanted it to. Yeah, like I said, I should be able to clean this up with Ghost Rider as long as I don't die. There we go. We got it. We got it clear. Try to do 3 clears if I can. Welcome as folks start jumping in. We are live. Feel free to jump in the chat, talk about anything you want, ask questions. Whole point in streaming is not only to show how cool the game is, but to help out players too if I can. I don't have all the answers, but I got some of them. All right, let's see if we can't clear this here. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I think it actually worked. Hey! Basic attack. Huh. This whole time. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Ooh, switch. Huh. Maul launches his attack. Oh, I'm going to let that finish. Yeah, I got to get that lightning coming down from that 6. Ooh, we do not like big boulders. I don't like big boulders, and I cannot lie. What's going on? Try Sunspot in next round? Why? That sounds like a very bad idea, Rag. And do you know free-to-play... Paul... what? No, I don't know who that is. I guess that's a player's name? Ooh, here we go. Nice. I like it. A clear is a clear. He does know you? Oh, cool. I don't recognize the name. F2POLGNGEY. Yeah, I don't recognize the name off the top of my head, so I'm sorry. Alright, let's see if we can't get 2 more clears real quick. And like I said, as folks come in and hang out, feel free to ask questions and thoughts, or, yeah, join the conversation. Have fun. Don't hold back. I will be streaming a little less today than normal. I'm not going to do a 4-hour stream like I did last Saturday. I do have some things that I want to do, so I will have to step away eventually. My goodness. Always a big boulder comes down when the first group comes by of blue bars of death. Ooh! Good thing I got a second life. No, it wasn't fast enough. I did try the auto attack there, the basic attack. Basic attack, run away. Got it. Could have had him stunned and frozen, but, you know, it happens. Now we got him. Got you now. Where are you going to go now? You're going to go into the crispy ashes of the Wrath of the Phoenix. Four bars. 3 bars. We got this. 2. Snap your fingers all you want. You're still gonna burn. Oh, yeah, we stay up here this time. We don't go down there. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Move. There we go. 1 and done. Got him. Get him! Alright, one more clear. Pushing up our stages, which is always a good thing. Excuse me. Alright, last round. Storm. Mistress of the elements. You know, I might try Infinite Mode today on the emulator, just to see how well it does on max. Like I said, I hit about 29 to 30 mil, so if I can hit my 29, it should be good. But we shall see. We shall see. Oh, wrong direction! Oh no. Oh no! Can't hit me. Whoop! Over here. Whoop! Missed again. I don't know, the lag seems pretty extreme. I'm starting to think it's probably a bad idea. But my phone always lags when I try to stream. I use phone link to Windows, and it always seems like it lags if I try to stream my gameplay. Maybe I'll play offline. I have played every Saturday showing Infinite Mode with Storm. So you could watch previous streams if you really care, but I don't know. That's not good. Probably should have went for that. He's got 2 Aethers. You could have had him frozen, Captain. But instead, I went for doing damage. Snap. Who do you think you are, Thanos? Oh, yeah. Good thing I switched just when I did. Oof, that could have been bad. Oh, no. That's not good. Alright, let's get this so he can't get his third. Ah, denied. Denied! Behold my power of lightning and thunder! Yes. Yes. Victory is mine. There we go. 5 clears today. We like it. We love it. We want some more of it. Alrighty. Oh yeah, we can get some more of this, I think. Letting it sit there, not collecting. Full shame, Blaze. Full shame on you. Dimension missions. Max clear, always. Get all the rewards. We want them. Sweep. Cleaning out the dust and debris. Yeah, we'll do the Dimension Rift later. I want to do some auto clears first. Get some of the stuff cleared up and stuff. Well, Raghav, Savak, and Benchmaster, I appreciate the 3 of you being active in chat. Today's been rather quiet. But that's okay. We have quiet days. We are still going to stream for a while. If it stays quiet, I might wrap it up early, so... If you're here and present, say hi. Say, what's up? What's your favorite character in the game? What's your favorite game mode? What's your score in AB? Do you play on a phone? Do you play on an emulator? Let's do these real quick, too. Oh, inventory management time. What shall we do here to inventory our management of inventorians? Behold the power of the inventory. We shall make the room for the characters and for the samples to have later. Alright, we're just going to convert it all. Boom. And then, as always, we're going to take all of these. Real life calls. Gotta make lunch. Oh, no worries, Benchmaster. Again, thanks for stopping by. It was great seeing you. I'll catch up with you later in Discord. Have a good one, man. Life first. Life is always first. Benchmaster's a cool dude. I've talked to him for a couple years. I found out why they call him Benchmaster. Literally bench press. Like, dude can lift so much, it's absolutely insane. So when Benchmaster is a reference to his ability to bench press, and yeah, dude is legitly strong. Hey, hello. Malik Jamal, welcome. Welcome to the live. How are you doing today? But Benchmaster is also actually a really good, solid player, too. Got some good cards. Enjoys the game, plays when he can. You know, the usual stuff, usual stuff. How is life treating you today, Malik Jamal? Let's convert all of our resists. All your resists are belong to us. Reference to all your base. I'm good, and you? I'm doing pretty good today. Getting some clears done. Knocking out some dailies. Trying to farm some materials and mats. As always, preparing for the 11th year anniversary. Usually Black Friday and the anniversary is the only 2 times I spend a lot of money. If you're going to buy anything beyond your typical Stark stash, which I still recommend, even if you're free-to-play player, $4 a month, if you're playing this game daily, that Stark stash is so worth it. But that aside, I usually don't spend, but every year on anniversary and Black Friday, I'll actually spend some money, usually. I used to spend a lot on the game, but it's very hard to stay competitive. A lot of RNG. in a lot of the stuff. So you got to be real wise and careful with your spending, because it's gambling. I mean, it's straight up gambling. Like, the odds are a lot better than many of the games out there, but it is still a gamble. You're not guaranteed most of the stuff you spend money on in this game. Oh, yeah. We'll come back to that. Both of those are going to be offline game modes. Yeah, we'll come over here. My main focus in this game is I love AB. Love it! Higher I can get, the better. I'm always trying to push that AB score. Think I'm going to need to start equipping some of the CTPs I've got sitting in my inventory. Yeah, that's most of the play stuff. Now it's like collecting the materials. Let's do some trivia in fun voices. Start. What is the name of the skill effect that reduces all enemies' basic attacks? Pretty sure that's Fracture. Correct! Which of the following characters is not a Lord of Hell? I mean, Hella, technically. No. I see what they're saying. They're probably talking about Inferno. I assume they're talking about Inferno. We got to think of Marvel Hell. I mean, technically, Hella rules over Hell with a single L, which is a little bit different than the traditional Hell that a lot of other folks talk about. But I can't get caught up in what I know about actual stories and myths and lore and legends. From the available character skill effects, what is the ability that blocks damage and debuffs, but causes the character to receive effects like God Break? Crap. I want to say invincibility. Could be damage immunity. I'm going to go with invincibility. Damn, I was right. Should have questioned myself. What is Iron Man's real name? He is Iron Man. Tony Stank. I'm joking, it's Tony Stark. What's the name of the place in the Himalayas where sorcerers practice their magic? Carmitage. Done diddly done. Done. Trivia's fun. I like trivia. Timeline. Battle. Timeline Batali and Otherworld Battle is offline stuff because it's, yeah, Team Battle Arena. That's all offline stuff. Alliance Battle, I can run through Alliance Battle. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. We'll try it on the emulator. If it doesn't work out on the emulator, we'll go ahead and swap it up and do it on the phone. Let's go. It is time. 29 million is the least I will accept. Although I did 30 once, I should do 30 again. Pretty consistent play with Storm here. We switch to her and instantly go into a 3-5-4. 1-2. Go ahead and throw in the co-op skill, and then a 1-2 again to keep you in place. And rinse and repeat, but now we're going to throw in a 6. Wait till there's about 4 seconds on cooldown. Rinse and repeat. Ooh, I canceled that 3 way too fast. That's fine. We'll work with it. Usually I'll get to about 22 million and be stuck on gore before the purple attacks start coming in. I'm pretty sure we'll be consistent with that. We're going to basically wipe out all these bosses before the red bar fills. The red bar is an indication that purple attacks are coming in, which are unblockable, so you want to make sure you don't get hit by them because they get damage immunity. But, as Storm, Mistress of the Elements, I will walk through all contenders until about 24 million. Which, again, is gore. Watch that score. Still walking through. Boom! Still cleared it. I think next is the goal. Or is next Ultron? Okay, I'll clear Ultron. Gore's next, and like I said, it's right around that 22 million mark. There we go. That's my last clear. Gore will do the purple attacks, so we got to be careful that we do not get hit by him. Alright, I'm going to pause for a second and run around him until he slashes, so he slashes the air, and I'll continue to pound on him. Because as long as he misses you with the first initial attack, you can usually get around him. I think he's going to do a purple attack again. That's fine. I will do it here and dash with the 1 so I don't get hit. And I can still get some of the damage off of that 6. Probably should have waited, but there we go. Next clear is done. Alright, so far so good. We're doing some damage. Performance at max. I like it. I want some more of it. Here we go. Jean's time. So we're going to move around, make sure we don't get hit by whatever. Okay, yeah. Easy enough to avoid. Hello and welcome. If I didn't use the gold-based item, how long would it take to reach your level? What do you mean by my level? Do you mean as far as, like, my level of being a star? Like the account level? The VIP level? Or are you talking reaching level in this infinite loop mode? Things like that. So I guess it depends on what question you mean. Could you please help me understand better what you're asking? All right, he has a pounce here, so we have enough time to. I'm stunned. Slip in. Oh, oh, oh! Whoo, whoo! I almost got hit by that. I didn't realize I was stunned. I ran out of some of my time because of being stunned. That could have been really bad. I can clear Null, and this is the last one that I clear with this. I've already messed up some of my rotation, but I'm looking for 29 to 30 mil. As long as I don't get hit by a purple attack here, I should at least hit my 29. Idealistically, I want to hit my 30 mil, but we shall see. I'm going to use 1, and now I'm going to run because he's about to do his purple attack here. Oof. As long as I don't get hit by that, I should be good. There we go. Come right back in. I will read the chat again in just a second. One moment. Sorry, let me focus on clearing this so I don't die. Oof. Yeah, as long as we don't get hit by a slash, we should be in good shape. Okay, why am I not hitting him? I guess he's too far away. That's fun. Alright, we are going to move around. I'm already losing a lot because I'm getting hit too much by normal attacks, even though the purple is really what's going to hurt you and set you back. There we go. There's my 29. Let's see if we can't push it to 30 before... Yeah, nope. But we did do our 29. That was actually a pretty decent run. So there's level 32. It's damage. Your damage is so high. How long? I don't know if there's really a time limit for it. There's a lot of factors that impact it. So 1 second, I'll show you a few of them. 29,636,586. So the reason I'm doing so much damage is a combination of cards, swords, character builds, and team setup. So in this case, I have the maximum team setup for Storm specifically, which includes CTPs that are support CTPs. So I have a Mighty Liberation that Cyclops has, and I have a Mighty Insight that Dazzler has. Then I have both the leadership and support skill from Cyclops and his uniform, and Dazzler's support skill from her uniform. I have Storm with her uniform maxed out with a brilliant CTP of Rage. Granted, if I had a 300 in Raged instead of a 280, I would be doing even better. I have her Artifact for Tight Match at plus 18, fully maxed out. I've got ISO 8s left and right. I've got her at 160 for the gear stuff here. With the cards, this is a huge impact for your whole account. I have all of this going on. I've got all 3 of the procs. I've got 103% all attack. And remember, she's energy based, so technically she's getting 146% increase for her attack damage alone, not to mention all this other stuff. I've got 25% pierce. I've got these procs popping off. So it's a combination of stuff like that. And then even with the swords, I've got all 6 stone swords but 1, the gold. So I've got 47% all attack increase from this as well. So she's almost doing 200% extra damage just because of my builds and stuff set up. So with a proper rotation that you stick with a good team and a good build, good CTPs, good cards, good swords, but a lot of that does take a while to build up. Building up the cards can take years, potentially. So it does take a lot to get there. I don't know if I have an exact time for you to be able to reach that. You just got to kind of work with it and get luck of the draw. So you got to be real cognizant of how you build your card setup and your characters, and just give it time. Jiraiya, hello, welcome. Hey, how's it going? It's been a while since I've seen you stream. Fair, welcome. Yeah, no, it definitely has been a while. I'm trying to stream every Saturday. I usually stream on Twitch. Right now, I'm dual streaming to both. I am streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I've not streamed a lot to YouTube in the past. I'm seeing more interaction in the chat on YouTube, so I'm trying to dual stream now with a plug-in for OBS. So now you're seeing me here as well. Tamil MFF, hey, how's it going? Welcome to the live, to the stream. Wow, this will probably take a long time to grind. It can, and it can be frustrating too. But pace yourself, take your time, and just be aware there's a lot that goes into building the characters. If you want, check out my channel here on YouTube. Go to the videos I've posted and type in cards. There's a card video that give you a breakdown on how to build your cards. There's also a sword one as well to help out newer players. I don't know how new you are, but yeah, just pace yourself. That's why I'm doing so much damage. A couple things to keep in mind with my account. First and foremost, be aware I am a star creator. Because I advertise the game and show how cool it is and help players out, Marvel Future Fight gives me 5,000 crystals every month as a thank you. I also get crystal coupons that I pass out once a month. I am out for the month, but next month I'll be passing them out again. First Saturday of the month, typically I'll have crystal coupons. They go pretty quick. And I've been playing for, I guess, 9 or 10 years or something like that. I missed the first year or 2 of playing, but I've been playing consistently. I grind daily. I try to push my scores as high as possible. I'm also in an alliance battle alliance, so I try to push my scores in alliance battle, and they help me with rotations to get better, which in the end helps me play better as well. So if I go here to, I was an alliance conquest. I don't know why I left it. Alliance battle. So like right now, just as an example where I'm sitting, so my alliance is usually one of the top 3 alliances. We hit the 2nd spot a lot, but yeah, I'm in Revolution, and I'm at the moment I'm ranked 7 in my alliance, but I've got 109 million for the week so far. I usually end up my weeks on consistently every week is usually over 250 million for my account. So I've been playing a long time, and I have a lot that I've invested into my account. So this takes time. But when you get there, I mean, look at all these CTPs just sitting in my inventory because I'm not sure where to put them yet. Because most of my characters have stuff. And this is not meant to be a flex, but it's going to come across as a flex. I collect everything. So I've got every character in the game. And everyone is at least tier 2 or higher if they can. These 7 tier 2 characters can't get any higher. I also have almost all the uniforms. There is a new Captain America uniform I'm going to use a ticket on, so I didn't get it yet. And there's a uniform for Captain Marvel that I did not pick up yet. So I grind this game because I enjoy it so much. So just be aware, when you see accounts like mine, don't use that as a milestone of I should be doing that as much as well. You have to see where your account is, assess it, slowly grow it over time, make good choices, and then slowly you'll start getting better and better and doing more and more. So seeing 29 million, and honestly, I know players in this game that destroy my scores. Like, I might be one of the top 500 players, maybe top 300 players, but probably top 5 for sure, of Alliance Battle players in the world. So there's hundreds of people better than me. One of the guys that I talked to on Discord, damn well, right, Sword 707, yes, I've spent over $3,000 US dollars on my account. So yes, close enough to being a whale, but what I do is chump change compared to some folks. There is a player I know. He also does a YouTube channel. He has one as well. His name's Bob Sarge. If you look him up, he does 40 million today and hits level 38 with his Storm. It's absolutely insane. So I do good. Don't get me wrong. I definitely do better than probably 80-90% of the players out there, but there are people better than me. Not only skill-wise, but account-wise, too. What's my VIP level? Oh, that's a good question. 13. VIP 13. Those of you not familiar with the VIP level is relevant to how much cash you've basically bought in the game, like crystals and how much you've spent. So, but yeah, I'm VIP 13 right now. It's been about 4 years. That's how long I've played. Nothing wrong with that. You know, that's a good start, man. That's a good chunk of change. Nice. And again, can I add you? Then I can see your deck? Sure. You can add me. I should have some room in there. It's Blaze Lee Dragon with a space. Blaze, space, Lee, space, Dragon. You might even be able to look me up and do it that way as well. So what I'm rocking here for my cards is what I consider to be some of the best cards in the game. I have one in my inventory that I'm going to be equipping once I roll it up properly. I want to take this Fantastic Four card, which it's got a pretty sweet roll. It's got the proc, and it's got critical rate at the bottom. All resist kind of sucks, but it's not too bad. But look at some of these stat rolls. Blue, all attack. Blue, critical rate and critical damage. Ignore defense. Like, this is almost unicorn level good rolls on the stats. So I'm going to be replacing my Avengers card with that card. But my biggest problem right now, because you see I've got ignore defense, critical rate, critical damage. I've got a unicorn roll on this as well. I don't want to lose that dodge, so I'm going to try to re-roll the blue star dodge before I replace it. In my opinion, some of the best cards in the game you're seeing here right now, including the Fantastic Four card. Luna Snow and White Fox and Ghost Rider all give you a proc if you roll it properly. So you always want to get the proc on those cards. Your quality, and again, if you look at your VIP 7, nice. It's good start, Sword. When you are rolling your cards, there's a whole video I have, again, on doing this, and it breaks it down pretty well. Your quality on your P cards affects your star stats. So, like, for example, you can see it's 10% on everything. But over here, these 7s are 11%. So that quality impacts star stats, but it also impacts the top 2 stats. When it comes to cards, you have 2 locked stats. If it's a P card, you have 3 locked stats. The top 2 is always affected by quality. Everything else, the spot it's in, is locked. So you'll see this third stat that's locked is 5.1 on every single card. It says 5.1, regardless of what the stat is, because that's the position. Same thing with the ones below, 5.7 and 6%, right? 5.4, 5.7, 6%. Depending on the order that they fall in, depending on where the proc is, there's a set percentage, and they don't go higher or lower regardless. There's other stuff like this one here. Guardians of the Galaxy is a fantastic card. This is a unicorn roll, meaning very hard to roll. It's a quality 6 with the double attack. Your attack doesn't cap, so you always want to throw in as much as you can. So to have cooldown and double attack, I'm never going to reroll this. This is a beautiful roll. Very, very hard to get. And then again, all attack on that blue star is awesome. Ignore defense is good. Critical damage, cooldown, these are all good stuff. The defense, recovery rate's okay. Like, some of these are not, like, great. Like, the resist isn't great. but all attack on the blue stars on all of them, that's really getting these cards and getting the procs. It's really hard to get to these stats. And again, there's people who have better. There's people who have spent, I know some people who drop close to $1,000 to $2,000 into their account every month. Like, there's players in this game that go insane with how much they spend, and they're still rolling, trying their best to land stuff, and they don't always land it either. Sorry, let me catch up in chat. I know I've been chatting for a while. I made some serious mistakes as a new player with swords. I'm a returning player after playing Anniversary last year, but I intend on playing regularly after your videos and streams were really helpful. Awesome. I'm glad they could help you. And that's the best thing to do. So if you get into the community, just be careful. And I'll give this advice to everyone, even me. If you ask me for advice, I will tell you to the best of my ability and understanding what I think is right. But take every bit of advice with a grain of salt. Ask people why make that choice and really mull it over. Don't just let other people play your account. People might have good intentions and still give you bad advice. Really think about the decisions you make and understand why you're making them. Some people will help you by telling you this is what you should do and just do it, and they don't tell you why. That drives me nuts. I try to give you the rationale and logic behind making the decision, but you still have to decide, do you want to do that, and what is it going to cost you if you do? I'm not a regular player. I just log in and do some World Boss Legendary GBR, that's all. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's a daily grinder. This game can be enjoyed in any way you want. You can build your favorite characters even if they suck. If you're having fun, then you're playing right. If you want to be competitive, that's a completely different story, and not everybody wants to be competitive, and that's fine. These cards are usually unavailable. Yes, these are very hard cards to get, especially the Avengers one. So when you are getting cards, like, you should be doing daily GBR runs, and you should be purchasing cards here in the Dimension chest, premium cards for 600 tokens. Whenever you get 600 tokens, because you should be getting 10 per day, do enough clears to get 10 per day, and when they have these special events come up, you'll have a boost of 300 that you get. Where's that event at? Event quest? No, not that one. I know. Which one is it? Is it bonus mission? No. Somewhere here. My brain is just like dying today. I know it's here. It's not world event. It's obviously not the event quest. Somewhere here you'll get like an extra 300, and I forget where it's at, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's not clicking where it's at. I know I went to bonus missions and the growth missions, and it's neither of those. It's not the battle phase. It's not the Dimension Rift stuff. Why is this eluding me today? Somewhere out there's little bonus missions, and you'll get 300. Anyway, you should be purchasing those as they come up. Getting P cards. And sometimes they'll have events where you get tokens and you can pick a P card. And you just gather them up. You find your best P cards, you save them in your inventory, and then you roll them up as needed. And then when you get them rolled right, you equip them. Like, look at these extra P cards I have, and some of them are locked because I'm considering using them. I also have 6 reroll cards. I have another Luna and another White Fox in my inventory because I'm debating to see if I can get better rolls without hurting myself. Pass. Special benefits. I guess that's over here in the store thing, probably. Somewhere over here. Anywho, actually here, I'll go ahead and grab one real quick, see what I get. It's probably going to be a reroll. Yeah, it's another White Fox. And I've already got one equipped in one of my inventories. So literally what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go over here to my cards. I'm going to find the new White Fox that I just got, and I'm going to convert it, and I'm going to turn it into a reroll card. This is a PvP card. This is a PvP card. This is a PvP card. So those 3 I'm going to equip for my second card set for PvP specifically, because I have a second card set here. So I will eventually equip those and roll those up. I'm just focusing on finishing this out first for Fantastic Four. So I am hanging on to some of them for a reason. Main screen. Yeah, I don't know why I'm overlooking it. Oh, thank you. Here we go. This. So when I get to the end, I'm going to get a 300 boost. So technically, since you get 10 per day, it's 1 month worth of tokens, plus the special event gives you a free P card every month. Thank you. I don't know why I kept overlooking that. I'm thinking about to spend more time in this game. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot to do. Also, another thing to point out, as a star creator, you notice I collect my crystals. I've got 40,000 crystals. So when there's an event for chance up to get P cards, I will roll and gamble to get P cards. I will burn thousands of crystals trying to get P cards for rerolls. It takes forever to reroll. One of my cards took me 2 years to reroll before I equipped it. 2 years on a single card. It is very hard to roll up your cards. And it can be very consuming on your resources. Very draining. So don't make it seem like, oh yeah, you got great cards. Those cost me time, effort, sweat, and tears. It is not easy to get good cards. Let's see. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. From this week, I'm going to play more competitive. I will try my best. Special blessings. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Absolutely. Special benefits. Oh, okay. Yep, absolutely. I don't know. I might eventually reopen my Discord server if y'all want to chat in there, ask questions. I'll do my best to help. I used to have some senior players that would also give advice because it's good to hear multiple people. As of right now, though, the reason I have my Discord down is the senior players started to get kind of rowdy, scaring off new players and being extremely disrespectful, so I kicked them. And I don't think there's a lot of benefit in listening to one person's advice. I think you should hear multiple people discussing it and getting different perspectives. So if I ever do open my Discord again and you all are interested in joining it, I think it's important to share your thoughts and explain why you're making the choices you are, and really, again, make educated decisions about your account. There's a lot to learn in this game. So ask the community. Ask the other star creators. Well, the forums can get kind of toxic. But ask willingly. Be aware that if you ask in the forums, you might have people trolling or being jerks. But it's okay to ask questions or find Discord communities or Reddit communities where you can speak with other players and get different input, because there's so much to this game and it can feel overwhelming. I don't want players to feel stuck. That's why I make the videos I do. If you want to see specific videos, if you can't find it in my history, ask, and I will make a new video for you, doing my best to explain. Or we can talk in live here. You know, as I stream every Saturday. So if you have questions here, you want to know more about something, ask away, and I'll do my best to answer you. And if I do have other veterans or senior players that swing by sometimes, like there's a guy named Solar, he'll swing by. He's very knowledgeable about the game. There is Benchmaster. There is Bob Sarge. There's quite a few folks that are as good or better than me that will swing by, and they will share their thoughts too, and that's the best. When you can get 3 or 4 different people confirming a choice, that usually is a good indication that maybe you should consider it, if that helps. Forums was the first place I looked as a noob. Not great. Yeah, it does get rough. It really does. That was my main reason for attempting to create a Discord space where folks could... You know Bob Sarge? Yeah, Bob Sarge is a good dude. Insane player. But yeah, that's what I was attempting to do, is make an environment on Discord for folks to, like, help each other without being douchebags. And it worked. It worked for years. Then it stopped. And I blew up the server. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Y'all are being a bunch of disrespectful turds. This is a place that's supposed to support players, not trash talk each other, cuss each other out, tell each other how stupid they are. Like, no, I ain't dealing with that. You're gone. I probably should have just kicked the problem folks and kept everyone else, but decisions were made and I moved forward. I don't have the only Discord. There are good Discords out there still, and very helpful, active, friendly players. They do exist, I promise you. Back in my day, on Twitch, we used to have so many good streamers that were super helpful to new players. As time progressed, I'm seeing more and more players that stream or make content focus on endgame content. I want to keep helping brand new players. Not only because I'm more confident in my knowledge for new players, but because I understand how frustrating it is to get into a cool game and be lost. And I don't want that for anyone else. I love the help I got. I want to share the help I got. Which, again, that's why the theme of my channel here when I do Marvel Future Fight specifically is geared towards understanding mechanics and how to make choices to make your account stronger. That's where I'm trying to focus my attention on. And no hate to their star creators. It's just I feel like that's an important niche that needs to be covered, in my opinion. Likewise, I also think it's kind of important that when you're doing videos to explain and walk through. I see a lot of videos, there's no talking, there's music in the background, and they just play and show you. And not everybody learns that way, you know? It's really nice to hear that from you. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just my opinion. I'm not perfect, but one thing I like doing is talking and helping other people. So that's what I'm attempting. I don't know how well I do it, but I don't learn by watching people play. I want an explanation. Like, I need to do another series. I was requested before to do another How to ABX series. I have an old one that's dated now. Some of it's still relevant, but I post a written out combo, then I show you it in action, and then I talk about it and explain it as you're going through, things to look out for. And to me, stuff like that is massively helpful. That's how I learn. I learn by hands-on and someone walking me through it. So everyone has a different learning style. And just watching someone blow up a score, I don't know. It just doesn't help me. I'm also trying to help my friends in this game. That's good. That's what, to me, gaming is fun when it brings community together and you make new friends or you help out friends. Playing with people is always more fun. That's the main reason I stream, is I'm looking for these types of interactions. I enjoy this piece and this aspect of it so much. Yeah, don't let the occasional, like I said, the forums get rough. They're not always rough, but they get rough. But that's like one of the few places that get rough. Unfortunately, I feel like the Twitch community has died. There used to be like 20 or 30 streamers on Twitch that were super helpful, and I don't see them on as much anymore. Some of them have left the game. It happens. People find new games they want to play, but I refuse to let that mentality die. It is a bit overwhelming as a noob. I'm a new subscriber, and I never comment, but you're really cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't let it get you down. It can be overwhelming. I will never give you crap for asking questions, even if I've answered it before, or even if it seems simple. Like, you're asking because you don't know. So ask. Don't feel bad about it. Put comments up, either on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, on these lives. Like, ask whatever you want. If it don't make sense or you want it to be broken down, ask away. Don't be afraid to go to my channel and type in the search either. You might be able to stumble across something as well. But the only way you're going to figure it out is if you ask. One of the reasons I've become a pretty decent player is I would stream and I had veteran players come into my stream and tell me what I was doing wrong as I did it in the stream. They're like, why are you doing that, Blaze? Why aren't you doing this instead? Because I made a ton of mistakes and I got better by getting feedback. So I'm trying to, like, as they say, pay it forward, letting other players have that same experience of, instead of stumbling through it yourself, what can I do to help you to avoid making bad mistakes, right? We know some of the best ways of playing now and some of the things that help out accounts, so let's talk about it. You agree with Tamil MFF? Yeah. All right, I'm off my soapbox. I'm going to wrap up the stream soon. Before I go, does anyone have any specific questions? Things you would like to see or hear about, or things you're confused about? Again, you can ask anything. I'm not going to give you crap for it. And if somebody tries to give you crap in the comments, I'll shut them down. Ask Rag. He got a timeout. In my region, there is some player who couldn't understand game progress and builds because of language issues. So we decided to help each other. Fair. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Chad Hammonds. Good to see you, man. Have a great rest of your day. You too. Chad is another player who sometimes streams sometimes. He's a good dude. He'll give you advice and opinions as well if you ask him. He's right now in the Twitch chat, which if you're in the YouTube chat, you're not seeing his comment. Blaze is sitting here talking to himself, man. He's making up people just to make it seem like people watch his stream. I also helped my friends in MFF by sending them crystals, but they were a big, you know what? Yeah, that's frustrating. That's one thing I love about being a star creator is giving out the crystal coupons. So those of you who don't know what the crystal coupons are, star creators every month get they can apply to get a list of 10 coupon codes that I can pass out to whoever I want. And if you take a coupon code, you can only do one per month. So if like you get 5 from 5 different star creators, only one's going to work. But if you type it into the website or if you go into the game itself and redeem the coupon, your account gets a free 300 crystals. And they give it to us, as in Netmarble gives it to creators like myself, to say thank you to our streams, people who support us. So I do pass those out every month. I am out for this month, but next month I plan on getting more. I wish I had more to pass out, but I only get 10. And it's first come, first serve. Did I send you the link for the social stream ninja for multi-chats? No, Chad. And interestingly enough, does that combine the chats so everyone sees the chats together? Because as far as I know, I thought it still separates the chat based upon platform. Last 8 months, I didn't do contents, so I am thinking to do videos. Yeah, go for it, man. Nothing wrong with additional videos. Haha. Haha what? What am I missing, Rag? Yes, all chats in one window. So for the people chatting too, right? Huh. Yeah, definitely. That'd be cool to check out. Can you please review my ID? Yeah, sure. I don't mind giving a quick review. What's your in-game name? Are anniversary rewards still out? Some of them are, and they're still coming. So they'll like release different rewards regularly. That is a great place to go to the forums on too, because they usually give announcements on what rewards are out and what's coming down the pipe, so you can prepare appropriately. Right, so quick count review. Oh, let me collect and send. Collect and send is always important. Getting your energy. All right, so in-game username is SAMARTH14B. You see this pop up and stuff and little mouse indicator because I'm actually using an emulator. Sometimes I'll use my phone and like do a phone link to Windows, but right now I'm using an emulator. I like using a controller when I play. There's lag though, so you know, you gotta be careful. All right, so the first thing I do when giving advice is I personally like to look at cards first because, again, cards are critical. Cards are going to affect every character on the entirety of your account. This is my game ID. Yeah. Blaze is right. He does give crystal coupons. So cool. Hey, Blaze. Hey, Sanji Dunn. Sorry. Great to see you, man. How you been? I need one suggestion. I have 2 mighty competitions. Who should I use? I already have one on Mephisto. So competitions, I personally like to give to basically elemental characters. So the top of the list, you know very well. You already gave it to him, Mephisto. Other ones that I have my competitions on or would consider would be individuals like Storm, Luna, Scarlet Witch. I have one on Zeus. Folks like that are really good choices for competitions, in my opinion. So if you have a Rage on your Storm, leave the Rage on. If you don't have a Rage on your Storm, or you don't have a Mighty Rage or a Brilliant Rage, you might consider giving her the M comp or one of the other ones as well. I'm happy if you check my ID. Yeah, I can check yours next. Let me do this one first. So let's start with cards. So as I was saying, definitely check out the video I have on picking cards. So the first thing I want to point out is you have a mix of cards here. I highly recommend do not do a hybrid model. Focus your card set on PvE or player versus environment. PvP or player versus player is a niche endgame, very highly competitive game mode. So if you're going to do a PvP card set, buy a second set for 1,000 crystals and keep them separate. Just my opinion, but you are hurting yourself if you hybrid. So this card here, New Avengers, this Infinity card, is a PvP card. This one right here, Quicksilver, is a PvP card. Both of these cards, in my opinion, should not be equipped. That doesn't mean you get rid of them and override them. You pay to unequip them when you have a half-off discount. And eventually, just keep them in your inventory for now, eventually get a second card set, unlock it, and then put them there. Baby, Spidey, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Luna are all some of the top 6 premium cards for PvE content. With that in mind, the number one thing with Luna is making sure you have the proc, which you do not have. The biggest advantage to Luna is that proc because it gives a 20% boost to that damage. So I highly recommend you reroll Luna. I don't like to see any quality below 5. Personally, if you can get 6s and 7s, that's ideal. 5 is acceptable. I think 4 is too low. I would reroll this at the very minimum to a 5 or higher with that proc. Eventually, you need to get everything blue. So having 3 blue stars gives you 2% pierce. 6 blue stars is giving you 5% pierce. So it jumps from 2 to 5, giving you an extra 3% per card. So down the road, you want to have blue stars on everything. The other thing is that blue star, the final blue star. Luckily, you don't have a final blue star there. That needs to be attack. So you have resists. Resists are not a big advantage. I try to re-roll blues until they're stats I need, especially on the bottom 3. The bottom one should be all attack at all cost. In fact, whenever I re-roll cards, I always focus on blue all attack first and then work backwards on the rest. Because without that blue all attack, it's going to hurt you in the long run. At least having an energy attack is better than nothing, but all attack works for all characters. Energy is only helping your energy characters. Keep that in mind. So there's a little bit of re-rolling I would do here. I would focus on the blue stars, like I said. Try to get your blue all attacks up first. Try to get all blue stars. Try to get this re-rolled to at least a quality 5 or above with that proc in the bottom. Aside from that, like I said, these are not bad cards to have. I like all 3 of these for PvE. Try to eventually replace these 2 on the side with better PvE cards. Moving on to swords. So the first thing that you're doing that I advise against is you're doubling up the colors. You should have 1 of each sword color and work slowly to get more stones on those swords. So right now you have 2 oranges, you have 2 purples. So you're completely missing out on all of the yellow swords and all of the blue swords. Instead, try to get 1 of each, the highest stone possible, and only replace it when you get 1 more stone. They are hard to get. I get that. But doubling them up like this will hurt you more in the long run. The other thing to keep in mind is your cooldown. You can re-roll the stats on your cards, and cooldown, in my opinion, should be somewhere around 5 to 10% so that you can offload needing cooldown on your cards and getting them from other places. Cooldown needs to be maxed on all characters at all times. So the next thing I would suggest for you is, see your purples, you have 3 stone purples, so replace 1 of those. Your orange, keep your 4 stone and replace this one, but you should be equipping both a gold yellow sword and you should also be equipping a blue sword. Now let's look at some of your characters. I'll see some of the ones you have tier 4, give a few opinions based upon what I'm seeing built. Null here with Agreed, great choice. The next thing you want to look at is what do you have equipped. You should always have every slot filled on all characters. If you have an Odin's Blessing, it needs to be the sparkly stuff. And when you are choosing ISO 8 sets, most characters are going to get one of the attack sets. I recommend POA, Power of the Angry Hulk, or Overdrive for most characters. There's very few exceptions to this rule. If you ever do Hawkeye's, which is also an attack set, it's fine if you need the cooldown, but if you have enough on your swords and stuff, there's no reason to have Hawkeye's. Also, always amplify everything up to all 6 red stars so that you can get the most out of your ISO 8 set bonus. So far, this is looking great. Your Null's fine. Your Null's also one of the top PvP characters. Sentry, again, one of the top characters, looking good here. Love the conquest on him. Great choice. You have his artifact. Again, making sure that you have all the slots filled out. Which ones you pick, we have to be kind of careful on too. For example, the energy defense, I get it. He's a PvP character. There's probably better options there. Attack speed you can eventually get on your cards instead, so you can replace that with other stuff. He doesn't have a lot of Odin's Blessings. He's actually a little bit more powerful than Null is. Null works better if you have the support, specifically Agent Venom, Anti-Venom. Agent Venom with the black uniform. His symbiote uniform really helps Null shine. Sentry is both a lead because of the debuff leadership for PvP. So again, 2 nice strong PvP characters with the proper CTPs. Not too bad. Greed's perfectly acceptable. Greed's a great choice for Wolverine. Again, with the artifact here, you're finishing your sets. POA, good stuff. You might consider putting the double hit points on him. There's a Odin's Blessing that gives you double hit points, gives him a deeper, like that one right there at the top, gives him a deeper hit point pull. He doesn't need the recovery rate. He has enough built-in recovery that you don't necessarily need that or need it to max it out. I would give him a deeper hit point pull by putting hit point Odin's Blessings on each one and Uru's. That's just my personal opinion. I don't focus heavy on PvP, so take that with a grain of salt. Doctor Strange is easily one of the better PvE characters currently, probably top 5 in my opinion. I would reroll your Rage to a Mighty or a Brilliant if you can. You have his artifact, which is good. You need to finish off the set like I was talking about. I would never put hit point Odin's Blessings on characters that are PvE focused. I would save those for your PvP characters, so I would consider pulling that off. Also, keep in mind that they should be sparkly anyway. Oh, that's the only one you don't have sparkly. Not terrible choices here, but you could build out your Strange a little bit better. Storm is actually a little bit better than Strange, but it's also hero versus villain. Hey, Red Scarface, man. Great to see you. Been ages, man. Hold on, let me catch up and chat real quick 1 second, and then I will continue through some of the other stuff. I will continue reviewing your account in just a second here. Oh, I missed a lot. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm happy to have you check mine. B-Rage on Storm. Yeah, B-Rage on Storm is fantastic. I have 2 Greed, 2 Rage, 2 Authority, a Rage, and a Patience. Who should I put them on? So with your Greeds are great for characters in PvP, specifically characters like Wolverine and Null really shine with a Greed. Not a lot of characters maximize the usability of Greed, so you don't want it on most characters. But Wolverine and Null are great choices, but you want to have them rerolled. Your Rages should stick with PvE characters. Some of the top contenders are going to be characters like Storm and Doctor Strange for the Rage, but a lot of characters can get use out of Rages. Authority is pretty much worthless at this point. If you're going to use an Authority, you want to re-roll it with Steel, so it needs to be a Mighty or above, and you should be putting Steel Authorities on filler characters for like the Alliance Conquest stuff, where you have multiple characters built out. So like Doctor Doom is not top PvP meta. He could use an Authority. You could also use some of your budget characters like Daredevil or whatnot that are PvP budget characters that you can consider putting Authority on, maybe even Silver Surfer, things like that. Folks that are like not top. Right now it's all about Conquest for PvP, so Authority has fallen off massively. And then you already mentioned your Rage. Patience is not usable by most characters right now, but it actually does pretty decent on Captain America with his newest uniform. So you can consider your Patience for that, or you could save it for rerolling. As you are checking IDs, it brings out great memories from last Saturday's stream. No, it does not. Gosh, it was hectic, but no problem. I'm working on cards. I have 2 new 6 grade cards. Nice. Yeah, cards are very important. Quick face reveal. Come on, Blaze, if you're comfortable. I just don't have my camera plugged in. Sometimes I have my camera running while I'm streaming. I just don't have it on today. Gosh, where is Solar Wolfman? He's probably busy. The best 3 cards for PvE is Luna, White Fox, and Ghost Rider because they have procs. I agree with that, but you're also missing the Fantastic Four, which also has a proc as well. But yes, I agree that those are in the top for sure. Your ID, cool. I'll check that out in a second. I might have to re-ask for it. Yo, bro, what's up? Not much. Hey, thanks for swinging by. Please check my account ID. I can put it on the list. Tamal would be first. Tamil, MFF would be first. Yours would be next. I'd check. What is that? Oh, you want to get a check. Saki Wajid, welcome, by the way. Continuing with the review here, which CTP for new uni for Venom? Rage. With Storm, same similar situation. You want to get all the sparkly stuff, so you want to kind of re-roll some of the stuff, but you've got some good choices on here. No real complaints about your Storm build either. So far, most of your characters are built pretty decently. Hulk, get the regen off immediately. So first of all, regen is not super meta. Hulk is PvE meta. He is not a PvP character with the Titan uniform. You want to get a rage on him. And he is AB meta with this uniform. Venom, if you can get the new uniform, rage is perfectly acceptable. Consider re-rolling, and again, finish your ISO 8 set. Human Torch is fine with a judgment. He's kind of very niche. There's not a lot of places to use him. I probably wouldn't recommend tier 4ing him. You probably got him out of a selector or something, which is fine. The way he's built, it's perfectly acceptable. Don't put Odin's Blessings on him, though. If you can, remove them and save them for meta characters. Meta, most effective tactic available. Captain Marvel, likewise, is not really meta anywhere. I would 100% remove the Odin's Blessings and the Rage from her. Yes, she maximized the uses of her Rage. Not really a lot of places to use her. I mean, I guess there are some filler locations where you can use her if you don't have the better option. And she does maximize the use of her Rage by extending how long the proc lands. But, yeah, I would recommend stripping her. Ghost Rider, great choice, great striker. I would probably end up throwing either a support, potentially. Most likely I would throw a Judgment or a Rage on him down the road. He's probably one of the best strikers in the game for World Boss with this uniform. Thor, fantastic character for World Boss. Rage is perfectly fine on him. Keep in mind there's other characters to prioritize first, and this needs to be re-rolled. A 0.5% of 1%, it needs to be 0.9. That bottom needs to be as high as possible if you're going to use a Rage. If not, you're wasting it. On a whole, yeah, nothing else really stands out as bad. Just be aware that aside from World Boss, you're not going to get a lot of use out of him. Taskmaster, fantastic support character. Get a better ISO 8 set down the road. It's not top priority. And then, of course, a support CTP is a better option. Use Taskmaster as a support. Iron Man, nothing really to say. I mean, he's great farmer. He's free to play friendly, but not much to do with him. Nick Fury with an insight's perfectly acceptable. Jean with a competition. I don't know if I would use the competition on her. I'd probably save this for a different character. Competition is fine. She also works really great with a Rage. She's okay with a Judgment, and she can work with a Greed for PvP. With competition, you're going to be using her in PvE. Most of the competitions you want to end up re-rolling, you want to have Mighty or above, not standard. So I would leave them in inventory until you can re-roll them. Gwenpool, not a lot to say right now. Silver Surf with an authority is fine. Thanos, I mean, you could eventually put a CTP on him, but right now he's not top meta in any game mode. He functions better with PvP, but he's still not as good or top 5 PvP in my opinion. So probably not a lot to do with him. Cable with a Destruction. Destruction's kind of wasted on him. The main reason that you do Destruction is going to be for utilization of Strike, which you do have, and that's going to be against world bosses. Not a lot to say with Hercules. Not a lot to say with Deadpool. You have some of the good support characters, like for Storm, you have Cyclops, which is great. Insight, Mighty, great option there. No complaints there. Oh, great. You got the energy on Captain America, Sharon Rogers. That's good stuff. Miles is a great striker. Unfortunately, you don't have his newest uniform. That's fine. Loki is absolutely broken. If you can get a Rage on him in his newest uniform, he will walk through content for you, especially AB. Black Panther, Shuri is a great support character. On a whole, you're not doing too bad. Cool, you got Agent Venom uniform for Null. That's good. You have Dazzler. If you can get her uniform, that would be very, very smart to do as well. You have M'Baku with his artifact, which is good. That makes him an even better support character. Valkyrie, nice. Consider getting her a support CTP, building her out, especially with her uniform and everything. She is a fantastic support character for both heroes and villains. And you have Ghost Panther as well. You could probably eventually throw a support CTP on him if you can get it. I know they're hard to come by. I mean, on a whole, you're not doing too bad. You're not making a lot of bad choices. Phil Coulson's a great support too, by the way. So not a lot of feedback. That's most of the things that stand out to me with your account. Tamil, MFF. You are next. SKDASS. And I will do one. Ooh, I got to get going, actually. This, unfortunately, is going to be the only other review I can do because, like I said, I'm limited on time. After this, I'm going to have to wrap up the stream for today, but I will do more reviews next Saturday as well. Again, these are just opinions. Take them with a grain of salt. Ask for feedback when I'm giving you advice. Why am I making those decisions? Or if you disagree, share. Gwenpool or Bullseye? Bullseye, 100%. Gwenpool's fallen off. Who was meta for Speed Villain, ABX? Bullseye. ID check. I'm sorry, I can't this time around. Psych Wajid, but I will try to get you next time. I stream every Saturday. All right, cards. Ooh, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So first and foremost, most of these cards are good. They're either top PvE choices or really strong PvE choices. Avengers is secondary. Baby Spider is secondary. Like, not top choice, but really good premium choice. The Cable card has fallen off, but it's still, like, right underneath. Like, so while you're trying to get better cards, these are still good cards to have. Guardians is a strong, powerful card, and I consider it to be one of the top 5. Luna Snow is 100% one of the top 5. Easily top 3. You need the proc. Like I was saying on the last card set, this needs to be re-rolled with the proc. You are running into the problem, like I was mentioning earlier, having the physical attack on the blue star instead of the all. With all of these being blue stars, it is going to be very hard for you to re-roll because you do not want to lose your Pierce. All attack, good. All attack, that's good. Energy, yeah. All attack. So only 2 of your cards are missing the all attack. 5 is kind of low. Let's see what you're rocking over here. You've got the double attack and a crit rate. Yeah, I would leave that alone too. I would leave it at a 5 just for that alone. Some of your blue stars are decent. This is a good card set. I mean, not a lot of feedback to give you other than re-rolling the Luna. I know you want at least a 6 or a 7. I get it. But that proc is really going to make a difference. I promise you. But yeah, no, good set here. Not a lot to give feedback on. You have one of each sword. That's what you want. You want to try to get them all flushed out as high as possible. You're doing the best thing, as many stones as possible. Those are the swords you equip. Let's see how your cooldown is looking. 13%. This is what I'm talking about. So when I gave advice on the last set, this is what I mean. You at least want a 5 to 10%. This is 13%. This is beautiful. This is what you want. Your sword should be giving you cooldown, and your all attack as high as possible by getting as many of these stones as possible. So good stuff. Really good stuff there. Let's look at some of your characters, and then I'm sorry, but I do have to wrap up the stream. Whale. Not quite. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the review. I just came across your channel, and I have subscribed to it. Looking forward to connecting. Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for swinging by, and I hope it's helpful. Like I said, feel free to review the stream afterwards, ask questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. I'm working on 2 decks. Smart. All right, so Null. Yep, same thing. Greed, great choice. Yeah, so you're putting the physical ones here. You're making them all sparkly. This is a good choice. No complaints there. Mephisto, mighty competition. Great choice. Great choice. Yeah, no, you're doing fine here as well. Overdrive and Power the Anger Hulk. Yeah, we're doing... Yeah, you know what you're doing. Not a lot of feedback. So far, top 3 great choices. Yes, Mighty, Rage, and Scarlet. Absolutely. Get that energy sparkly, man. If those Odin's Blessings are there, try to sparkle them out. You could probably add a couple more to Scarlet Witch. She is really strong. Also, if you can, get her uniform flushed out. Like, try to maximize her uniform. Get it up to Mythic. It's worth it. She's really strong. Surfer, I don't know if I would waste a Conquest on him. But okay. Same thing. I don't know if I would waste a Conquest on him, but if you've got enough, that's fine. Both Surfer and Thanos are not going to do a lot for you in most of the game modes. They do have PvP value, so I understand. And if you have enough, no problem. I'm just saying that they should not be top priority. Jean Grey, Mighty Rage, perfectly fine. Good choices. You've got some of the flame stuff on her. That's not too bad. I would actually put the flame stuff on Mephisto over Jean because Jean has dropped off a little bit. You only have one with the all attack and flame, but I would 100% give it to Mephisto. Consider swapping that. Doctor Strange with the... Oh, brilliant Rage. Wonderful. Yeah, you're building him right. You're good. You're good. Namor. Yeah, he's fallen off. I can understand why you would give this to him, but I would re-roll and get the strike. A destruction is essentially an obelisk. The thing that makes destruction stand out and still worthwhile is a reforged one, but it needs to strike. That's what really sets it apart from just a standard obelisk. So consider re-rolling the destruction. Also, that proc at the bottom, 120, come on. Go for the 200. Roll this upright. Gambit, yeah. Rage. Yep. I don't know why you stripped him. I would get 5 Uru on each one of his slots. He is actually up there for ABL. There are days that he does fantastic in ABL, and he does do better than Magneto. I would like to see his thing reforged, but there are better options than Magneto, so I can understand why. Still not a bad build here. Professor X, I would understand why you threw a judgment on him, but he's not. There's not like a lot of places where he's super meta. I honestly would switch your mind thing here to Scarlet Witch. She does a lot better work than Professor X does and has more usage. But, yeah, no real complaints, but he's not really massively worth building. Storm, yeah, Brilliant Rage. Yeah, you know what you're doing here again. Good stuff. Obviously, can be fleshed out a little bit more, but I think you get that. I don't really have a lot of advice for you. It seems like you know what you're doing. So, yeah, nothing is standing out to me like, oh, you did this wrong. So, unfortunately, I don't have a ton of advice for you. You definitely have a lot of CTP. You're definitely more of a senior player. So, yeah, just a couple little tidbits that I would consider doing for some of your cards and stuff. But for the most part, you're doing fine. Not a lot of things to share here. Well, if you can... Well, I like PvE focus. I was going to say, if you can afford her uniform, she is meta and AB. Liberation's fine. Jeff is actually decent in PvP. You can eventually give him a support thing, but he only works for heroes and against villains, so usually he does better. I would say push in World Boss if you tier 4 him. But you have some PvP modes you might use him on niche teams for. Probably like Alliance Conquest stuff. Hades actually replaces, he's one of the, he replaces Loki with the old uniform, which I don't, did you have Loki? You don't even have Loki. Like, I don't know why. Oh, yeah, you do. You have his hero uniform. So his villain day is replaced by Hades if you want to build him out. He's really strong. Yeah, you got his best uniform too. Sweet. Yeah, not, like I said, not a lot of things to really complain about or point out. I didn't see Dazzler. There she is. If you can get her uniform, I think it'll help her. You don't have to have it, though. She's still perfectly fine, and you've got to support CTP on her. Yeah, you know what you're doing. Cool. So I am going to have to wrap it up there. Let me read chat real quick, and then I got to run. Should I swap those Conquest to any other tunes? I mean... I don't see other PvP characters that you have that are top meta to consider swapping them to right now. But yeah, down the road, you might want to consider it. Like, if you had a tier, well, even Deadpool's not really top. So it's like, I don't know if that's really worth it either. I can't really think of anyone else to throw it on at the moment. I mean, you have your Null and you have your Sentry. And Null has his Greed and Sentry has his Conquest. I mean, Wolverine and Null can work with a Conquest, but they can also work with a Greed, too. So I think it's fine to leave it as is. So, no, I don't think I would swap it with anyone else you have currently built at the moment. But again, please bear in mind, I am not PvP focused, so take my PvP advice with a grain of salt. Pro Gods Raider 24, that's probably your in-game name. I am actually wrapping up the stream, but I will try to get you in the next one if you want to... catch me next Saturday. I'm sorry, Yubbara. I do appreciate you swinging by, but like I said, I'm wrapping up the stream. I got somewhere I got to run to. I need suggestions for mighty comps. I see. Yeah, some of the PvP characters that stand out to me, I mean... Spider-Man, Deadpool... Emma Frost, Magic, all of those characters have PvP value and could do decently. Oh, wait, no, you said comp, didn't you? As in competition. Hades. Build Hades. Give him the competition. He'd be fantastic with it. I would not pull a Brilliant from Mighty Comp on Storm, so I would not do that. And I would not pull Mighty from Scarlet Witch to give her one. You can consider Scarlet Witch as a potential candidate, but I probably wouldn't do it. And Luna's got a Brilliant, yeah. So you don't have a lot of folks that would really benefit from it a lot. I've heard some people are putting on Loki. Loki, Storm, Zeus, Mephisto are some of the top contenders for it. So if you wanted to build Zeus, you could put it on him, but you're not going to have a lot of use out of him with your Loki being built. He kind of fell off as soon as he came out, which is sad, because a lot of us built him, like me. But Hades is probably who I would consider. I would build him and give him one. He's doing really good work. I've got one on mine. And on Villain Days for AB, he does fantastic, and he does pretty decent in World Boss as well. Good night. Yeah, you too, Sanjay Dunn. Sorry. Take care. Yo, hey, welcome. Take care. See you soon. Absolutely. Mighty competition. Yeah. Sorry, I messed up originally. But I do have to run. Really appreciate everyone hanging out, joining in the chat and stuff. I will try to catch y'all again next Saturday. Feel free to leave comments on videos or get on my community tab, and I will see you then. Bye for now.